Okay, here is a quick tutorial on how to create a Gmail account and also access some of the other features of having a Gmail account, such as the Google Drive cloud service folder. So what I'm going to do is I will just go to Gmail, and if you can't spell, luckily Google helps you with that too. And if you have a Gmail account already, and I do, you can sign in or you can create a new account. So if you click on create a new account, it's going to ask you your first name. Let's put James Wood Alternative School and choose a username. You can use letters, numbers, and periods. If you enter something that somebody has already used, such as my email is Mr. J. Soretta, it will tell me that somebody already uses that name. Why don't you try another? And it gives you some options. Alternative School Jameswood at gmail.com. Create a password, and it has to be 8 letters and characters. If it's too short, it will tell you. So make sure you pick something that is not easy to guess and that you will remember. There we go. Pick a birthday or enter your birthday, which might be used for verification purposes at a later date. And enter your mobile phone number. This is important because they may need to verify that this account is not being created by somebody maliciously, so they may want to send you a text message with a verification code. You can enter your current email address. Here's Mr. J. Soretta at gmail.com. And you can skip this step right here, and it will send you a text message, or I can enter this and hope that it doesn't ask me for to send me a text message, because that'll take a little bit of time. And then once all that's filled out, I can click next step, and here it wants to verify my account by sending me a text message. That might take a few minutes, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go back to gmail.com and instead sign in as Mr. J. Soretta at gmail.com. Enter my password and sign in. Now, you can see my email here, but that's not what I'm going to be interested in today. If you look up in the top right hand corner, you can see these 9 little squares, and if you click on those squares, it gives you options to use the other features associated with your email account, such as YouTube. If you would like to upload videos to YouTube, they are accessible. So I do have my teaching videos that have been uploaded to YouTube. So if I go to my channel here, I can see that all of the videos I've put up here are available for students to watch. These are videos I've created. Or if I go, I can just simply close this down or go back to my Gmail account. I'm just going to close this down because it's still open over here, and go back here. And what we're going to be interested in today is this Google Drive. So I click on the Google Drive. I can see that this is where I store all of my work for my classes that I teach. So for example, if I open up the 30S Art folder, all of the files that I've created for 30S Art are contained in here. And I can see that I'm in my drive, 30S Art. So if I go back to my drive, if I want to save a new file up here, for example, if I'm creating an electronic portfolio and I'd like to keep all my documents in one place, what I can do is I can right click and I can add a new folder. And this could be my portfolio stuff. Create. It says an error occurred. Let's try that again. Portfolio. Create. Still telling me that an error has occurred. What the error might be is I might be actually out of space. So what I'll do instead is I'll just go into my art and I'll show you here. If I wanted to add a new file to this, I simply need to find the file that I'm wishing to save. For example, this certificate I received from Jameswood. And all I need to do is click and drag and drop it. It then tells me that it is processing it and that it's now uploaded. There it is. I have my file in there and it's now up in the cloud. So what I can do is, again, I can just close this down. I have my email open here. The way to access this file at a later date is I can, first of all, let's sign out here. So now if I sign in at a later date, I can either sign into my Google account from Gmail, or I can search for Google Drive, and I can log into this directly if I would like to. So I'll log into my Google Drive, go to Google Drive, and I will enter my email address, mrjsurrett@gmail.com. I will enter my password and click sign in. It then takes me back in here and I can go back to my art folder where I saved the portfolio file, the course completion certificate, and it's right there. That's the basics for using Google Drive. If I wish to delete something, I simply need to right click. I can remove it. If I would like to download it to my computer so that I can work on it from my own computer and then re-upload it later, I can click download. I can also share this with other people. So if I want somebody to be able to access this specific file, I can click on share and enter the email address of somebody else. And I can change this to say that they can edit it, they can comment on it, or they can only view it if I do not want them to edit it. And then I simply send it. And that's the basics of Google Drive. If I want to go to my actual email account, I just simply click on this file and go on to account. It will open up a new tab. And I can click on these squares again and go to my Gmail. So I can go back and forth between these different options. As well, up here in this little square option here, there are other features as well, such as news, a Google Calendar, as well as books, blogs, Google Docs, and there's even more stuff that you can access from that if you so wish to, such as Google Word documents, Google presentations, Google Drawings, Google spreadsheets, forms, etc.